What's up, Pride? Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, RSV? Getting that link in that chat. Obviously, we have to watch this Chiefs-Broncos game just because, like, the first one was legendary. Legendarily derpy, but still legendary. Alright. We're going to pick Lance's uniforms for him, or at least I'm gonna. We're going to wear the throwbacks. Not the shitty, ugly ones, but the... No, wear the... Erg. No, wear the blue ones. There we go. The blue ones are fire. Like the late John Elway ones, just so bomb. Alright, boys. So, fill me in. How did your draft go? How'd the beginning of the draft go?
Welcome in, everybody.
Shut up, Jonathan Coachman. Nobody wants your shit.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado.
Very good.
For this.
Nice. I would have poked my head in, but I had a little bit of RFL stuff I had to take care of. Because I'm still hell-bent on kicking all those fools' asses.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in
They've
week
been
13.
better the past few
Now
days,
Hunt
but
on
I'm
the
still not
return.
sure if I like them yet. So
And he'll get it up to about the
I've still got to be in
26-yard line,
full,
just across
absolute
the 25.
crush mode.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect,
All right,
and
I'm
frankly, I
confused
thought it
there, I
spilled
see.
over to the defense.
So
All
it's
the
a
defensive
juiced
guys were coming
class
over,
and you're juicing
teasing and joking
XP?
with him. You can tell they respect him.
So it's basically just designed so that everyone's going to
He
be
will
good.
lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
That's weird.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard.
At least if I'm
and it'll be
understanding
second
it right.
down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense.
Right.
You can sit
I
back
should have remembered this.
and
I
see
put it
the
through like
ball
2
coming out
hours
of the
ago.
quarterback's hands.
Lance's
Guess what?
defense
Creates a lot of
fucking
confusion.
loaded now.
Have a muddle in the middle of the field.
I mean, this Chiefs offense is pretty fun, but Lance's defense is
Here's
great.
Robinson on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back
Oh,
complete.
yep.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That'll do it. Because all those players come out of NCAA and they're just absolutely fucking jacked. Because, what was it?
Ouch,
I think you can have like 99 overall NCAA quarterbacks end up going undrafted. What's up, Pepper Jack?
Talk about 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Unless like I was the one that personally put the time into the NCAA franchise, I was never a huge fan of like just taking NCAA stuff and importing it.
Well, I think
Unless
that's what
like I
they're gonna
really
need to do
had
here in the first half.
used
You've
a
gotta
nerfing
take some
system.
pressure off of this young quarterback,
I mean,
and no better way to do it than
kinda
to establish
have to.
the running game early.
What I probably would have done is I would have imported them into Madden 25 and then looked at their ratings there. Because if you go from 14 to Madden 25, Madden 25 really nerfs the players. So that would have worked out pretty well, I believe, but that would have been a whole extra step of work. I know FG's not really about that.
That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. Just down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
And he's gonna
Not probably. He definitely has Madden 25 because whatever the FGFL Europe or whatever was in Madden 25. One of the failed FGFL experiments.
Sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one
nice run by Antoine Harvey.
As you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Way to get something out of nothing.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know if I told all you guys this. I think I might have.
Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm already crushing it in RFL.
Now a play
I got the best roster in the league already overall wise. After taking over one of the worst. I took over a team that was like a 75. I'm an 85 now. I have one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Best running back in the league.
They can move the
Probably best receiving core in the league.
A nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
Now let's go.
And I think it's fitting that I'm the Diablos in that, because it seems like everybody thinks I'm the devil. This should be fun.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield.
The crazy thing is he proposed that trade too. I just told him I was interested in a couple of his guys, and he's like, would you take this 93 overall outside linebacker and this 87 overall corner for your 81 running back and a pick? And I was like, sure. I would love to.
It leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Like, I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
The end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it?
And that's something I do like about Smitty. He's kind of the belief, like, hey, if you're stupid and you fuck yourself, you're stupid and you fucked yourself. Nice run, nice run by Leonard Robinson.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Fucking slid too early. Damn.
He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a
Sorry,
really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Stupid pre-surgery crap I gotta do.
Because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And his kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
All right, Sergio Meals. Let's see what you got.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first
Pride,
play,
you should demand a trade to Mexico City.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's
You should
second
demand
down.
a trade to Mexico City. I can give Shelby like a 7th-round pick for
What do
you.
you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is
It'd be hilarious, and I could have you be my
cohesive.
kick
They
returner.
know what the man next to them is going to do at all
Jake
times,
Pride, special
and they
teamer
operate as a
extraordinaire.
terrific unit.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make
What
it
the
3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often
He wants a
alters
what
normal
now?
spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Who's on 85? Come on.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mills. Gonna throw right side here,
Holy
complete.
crap.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has a
He
first
wants a
down on
1
a
or a 2
15-yard
for you.
play.
He must want the
They've got
moon for his
playmakers
good
on the
players.
offensive side of the ball.
No
They know
offense,
what
Pride, but
happened
your
last
dude
week
blows.
to really hurt their performance and hurt down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Here we go.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Nice
And a
throw by
diving
Sergio.
grab. I think he got that, yes.
This has been a
17
quality drive
yards
so
for the
far.
Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Ooh, he's going to start you. Sweet. That's pretty cool.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
What? 90.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I mean, I know this is kind of a boring, what's soon to be a 3-3 game right now, but they moved the ball pretty well on their opening drives. I'm happy with that.
That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I
bit.
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a pretty low-key game so far, I see. He didn't miss much. Just a field goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Robinson now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Now let's go.
I'm going to assume because we only have 3 people in here.
And they'll go with the ground attack
Extreme
here.
burnout,
And
I'm assuming.
Taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a
We're like,
6-yard gain. It leaves
We
him
just
with
sat
3rd
through a
down
draft
and
stream.
just
I
a
won't
yard
throw
to go.
off.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit
I can
off
stream during
a
the
pretty
day
decent
tomorrow.
game.
That's almost done.
319.
We'll do this. We'll get through week 13, and we'll probably call it a night.
So 1 quarter in the books on
Nothing
a
too
cold
crazy.
December afternoon. 3-3 our score. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
That was a weird camera.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the run game here with the running back. And good penetration
Didn't affect
here.
the play,
They'll get this
but
down
still.
only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, honestly. We'll finish this game, sim the week, and call
Broncos
it.
offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I gotta say, Sergio's looking pretty good.
Before he's taken down at the 27.
Sergio's looking real good.
They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
Nice throw and catch.
Touchdown, Denver.
What a play.
In for the score. And the Broncos are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after,
I gotta
right
be honest,
down the middle.
Denver looks
and
pretty
the lead
good.
is now 10-3.
Denver looks pretty good right now, fellas.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Kansas City's really got to do something with this drive, otherwise they might be in trouble.
Hey, here we go now. 3, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go now. 3, 19. 3, 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage.
Nice throw.
Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Nice pickup, Tucker
Throw
Weber.
here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. To throw is Robinson. Throwing on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Robinson to throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there.
Kansas City
Like
defense has got to step up now.
I think it's a high percentage play because you
themselves
get the
in a real
completion.
tough
What you're
spot
counting
here.
on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mills. Hard throw,
Nice D.
incomplete.
Good D. It's a big play by the Kansas City defense. They
Timing
needed
is
to get a
crucial
stop
in any
there.
route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the...
The Chiefs bring pressure, and they block it. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set. Blue 90.
On first down.
Definitely a big play by Kansas City.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And getting this just
Essentially
shy
got a
of
free 2
midfield.
points.
They'll spot it at the
That's
49.
big.
15
That's
yards is
definitely
the
big.
pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
319.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you.
Let's
It's
go.
the coach,
Blue
Jonathan
90.
Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but
All right, here
still
we go.
waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense,
Nice
they're playing
play.
old school defense right now.
Nice
The new
play
school
to
defense is what you
Denarius
said,
Johnson.
taking the ball away.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
I can't
Competitiveness.
see who's
That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the
23 yards
football,
away from
competes
the
for
lead.
it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Robinson looking to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Good question.
They've been denied
Very
touchdowns in
good
the red
question.
zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. Robinson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right on the
like
edge of
that.
the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Runs right at the defense.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Wow. Win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few. Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. But I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage.
Let's go.
Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And they'll run it here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Boy, I'm tired. Long day, fellas. Long day.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Oh, great punt.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So we're at halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Austin Kramer. There we go.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator
play.
and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw on second down. Mills. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fielded just inside the 20. Look at the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
Good return,
and it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go.
Here's Robinson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means how to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
What
a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot.
I wish I could, because I'd take them all out of mine, too.
The punter doesn't see the field again.
I really wish I could, because they just aren't good in this game. At least they're not good in sim, I'll rephrase, because they're dope
frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down.
Oh, Jesus, what was that?
About being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
No way.
And he gets this
got
one just
clocked,
shy
too.
of
That was
35
dark.
to 34. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey,
Nice
you know how Josh
Charles.
Gray
They
works.
picked up the blitz, were able to complete the
Shows
pass.
up when it counts. He'll disappear for 3 quarters, but he'll show up when it
in
counts.
control. Red blitz, get him into the right protection scheme so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
With a big carry. If Denver can put this in the end zone, they can start to stretch this out and make it really tough for Kansas. He hasn't moved the ball
They're trying to show
very well.
they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the run, this is Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ooh, and the big fatty gets to Mills. Lance, it was 2 field goals and a safety.
Really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had a punt get blocked in the end zone.
These offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Yeah, ew. Ew, that's like a 20-yard punt. Ew.
And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Here we go now.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Here we go now.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping,
Here we go.
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from,
Here we go.
tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra
He did
bodies are
start
trying to get to
Hunt,
the
and I think
quarterback.
Hunt got hurt.
Route, so to speak.
Throwing on first
Hunt
down,
is
but
listed
this
as
one
a
winds
starter
up to be
at halfback.
incomplete.
I don't know
We
what
have not
power
seen a
back
whole
and
lot
third
wide
down
open
back looks like, but I
receivers.
know Hunt's a
Everything
starter.
seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and
Here we
10.
go.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One of these teams has got to make a big play sooner or
Throwing
later.
on first down. Mills. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Over the middle, complete. That's great. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Off the play fake. Mills.
Mills
Action,
gets
down
popped.
he goes.
Blitz, 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 blitz.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see
long.
and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And
Maybe
they
you go to
pick it
max
up.
protection. The biggest
What
one
a
is maybe
clutch
bring the
play
running back
by
in to try and
Mills.
keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Fourth quarter.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they hit Jarnett loose.
That's tough.
It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
The Broncos are able to finish this drive off. I think the Chiefs might be done.
Because he creates mismatches
Done in
with
this
his
game
size.
and probably done in this.
Receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's French.
Not good for the Chiefs.
And he's got this down almost to the 20
To be completely
before
honest,
he's
this is
dropped.
real bad for the Chiefs.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got
If the
themselves
Chiefs
a
lose this
first
game,
down.
they're pretty much all done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight
They would
spots
fall
all
to
game
5 and
long.
7.
That throw no different.
2 games
A lot of
out.
people would call it a gutsy type of
Not
a
be
throw.
good.
I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his kick is good. And it's now 13-8. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Robinson now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Weber. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I would almost contend that this might be 4-down territory.
You're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Whoever with the big play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great
they get the face mask.
The leading receiver.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
And there we go.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter,
now this is getting interesting.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question.
All right, here we go.
Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to throw. Robinson throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To throw is Robinson, operating from the gun.
That was risky.
Incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go.
Now Robinson throwing on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 10,
I think you got to go for this.
4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, what is that? You had the friggin' drag route open, you moron.
But they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on
that's
downs.
heartbreaking.
Everyone gears up.
I guess technically it's not over, but that's really annoying.
But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Pride's like, yo, my quarterback sucks in game. I'll take your average quarterback in game.
Maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that.
Oh, and Josh Gray doing Josh Gray things. Oh, God.
That one goes
Oh, God.
29 yards on 3rd down.
That boy is clutch. He got wide open. Oh, man.
Can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now they try the right side here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, boy.
It's going to take puts a little bit more
That
pressure.
poor soul.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mills. Going right side here, and that's
All right,
complete.
so the Chiefs are going to get one more shot at this.
And it'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play.
And they're going to have to go the length of the fucking field.
Because you do have that little bit of a
wow.
cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Not going to be easy, but it's possible.
And this offense
got
last time
3 timeouts.
went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a
I don't understand why they're running. Like, I really don't. If they run this again and I'm Capri, I would riot.
Why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They
oh my God, they're gonna. What the fuck?
The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now,
I don't understand that at all.
Critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
I just don't understand.
If they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they got to send the defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
I don't get it.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're
I don't
in good
get
shape,
it.
But can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out.
This is
on
probably
the field
going to
for
be
the
it,
defense.
Husker. Just this game
this
right
is a
here.
Big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, that's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight.
Okay, so the Chiefs are
all
going to
afternoon
get
as they
one
start
more
behind
final
the line.
chance.
Whistles now in a timeout.
Let's hope that they don't
So
fuck this
defensively,
one
they
up as
burn it
bad
here
too.
with 1:51 left.
This rivalry is weird. A lot of weird games with these two.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tressway now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
that's the
pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Gates, the intended receiver there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Taken in at the 22.
What's up, AP?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Broncos,
Sergio
the win
played
moves them a
pretty
couple
well.
games over 500 now at 7-5. They will hit the road next week for a date with the
neither
Oakland
running game
Raiders.
was any good.
Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
That's tough.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
All right. The Lions get another big win. Big one for the Lions. Especially with the Packers loss, this puts the Lions in a very powerful position. Why am I clicking on this one? Ooh, attaboy, Rozier. Attaboy, Rozier. Rozier gets a big win over the stupid Jets. Browns with a big win. That's pretty sick. I still don't know why Steelers team doesn't win, because he's got a pretty good team. He's got at least probably one of the best offenses in the league. But it's just, they just don't seem to win for some reason. Oh, fuck. You've got to be shitting me. We lost to fucking Roper. That's some shit. That's some shit. Oh my god. Fucking Roper. He's so bad though. God fucking damn it. Nice win for Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. A lot of turnovers. This is not a good season for me. This, like, I thought I had a super team going into this year, and I have dropped so many bad games to teams I should not be losing to. Ugh, championship football team. I mean, you guys are starting to file in pretty good now. So I mean, we could maybe watch another. We could maybe do week 14 if you guys want to. I mean, you guys are starting to kind of come in out of the woodwork. So if there's one that's worth it in week 14, we can at least look at it. I can't promise that we'll do it, but if it's a good one, I'm down. If it's a good one, I'm down. Like, I know, what was it? There's Lions Patriots at some point, and I know you guys wanted to watch me in Pride. So, I mean, that could be an option if that's week 14, but that might be week 15. I'm not sure. Ooh, Scott McCoy getting 3 sacks. Rico retired, so it's not important. Oh, wait. I don't remember. No, that's a good... I think we might have simmed that, Pride. That's a good point. That's a good point. No, Pride, I think you're right. I think you are right. I think you did beat me. I think we did sim it and you did win. So, alright. Yeah, we'll take a peek at week 14. Nope. 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 Not fun. No. I mean... Colts Bills. Colts Bills. I mean, Colts Bills is a legit wild card game. Both teams are 8-4. That's a legit game. Pats Bills. Browns Falcons kind of fun. Broncos Ravens would be kind of fun. Week 15's not terrible. I mean, we have watched the Colts a shitload. We've watched the Colts a lot. Let's peep the standings while we're at it. We'll give this some time to marinate, and then we'll go from there. AFC. Jaguars the 1. Pats 2. See, look at this. Colts Bills is like fire. AP's best in the NFC right now. The Giants with their 2 stupid ties. Alright. Somehow the Bengals and the Ravens are hanging on here. We knew this is a 2-horse race. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was only a game up. Alright, RSV, you win. You win. You win. We'll sim this week and we'll watch Pats Bills. You win. You win, you win, you win. I didn't realize the Bills were only a game out. I did not realize the Bills were only a game out. Panthers with a nice win. Ken Montgomery played great. Dolphins lose. Why can't they fucking lay an egg against me? No, it's got to be against the Jets. Just give the Jets free wins, cause why not give the Jets free wins, right? Let's just say, hey, Jets, you take wins and just fuck everything up. Fucking shit. Well, on the bright side, Lance, the Chiefs are eliminated. Because they ain't getting in after being 5-8. I sneak by the Packers, which helps Pride, so you're welcome, Pride. Sacks, a couple, and some picks. Itchy eye. Ravens with a big win. Smokey Bulworth just doesn't want to die. Smokey Bulworth, never die easy. I'm not even going to look at the Viking scores. It's... I know Mitchie's busy right now anyway, so he's not even here to see it. Big win for the Lions. Howdy, Legos. Good to see you for the first time in forever. '49ers are in it, brother. Somehow this reject-ass team is winning ball games. A lot of sacks, though. A lot of sacks. Stupid Bills, stupid Jets, stupid everything. Oh my god. This is not my day. Yep, AP gets a big win. But first, we'll look at this tough loss for Lance. Mills played great. Mills played real great. Mikael Hunt was good. Hurst only got 2 touches. So it's not the offense's fault. Griffin Reef played pretty well. There was an existent pass rush. You gotta... I don't know. It seemed like you outplayed him, Lance. You just didn't have the points. So it's probably one of those things where you drove a bunch, but you had to settle for field goals or something. Alright. Pats, Bills, Lions, Packers is huge. Browns, Falcons is fun. We know what we're watching. I mean, you guys have made that pretty clear. Tebow, Najvar, Hagan, Harris, Baptiste. Stabline, offensive player of the year. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, I need to put these Buffalo Bills in their fucking place. Because this is getting out of hand. Look at Rocco Legursky looking at Defensive Player of the Year for Pride. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's double check these standings real quick. We can maybe watch Broncos Ravens tomorrow, but it seems like the consensus is people want to watch Bills Pats right now. Alright, so this looks like this is Browns going to win the division, but these two are fighting for a wild card. Got to assume that the Jaguars are probably going to win the division at this point, but the Colts are still in it. This just fucked my life. Just absolutely fucked my life. This one's tough. This is tough. Based on point differential, it's fair, but it's tough. Lance did have a rough start to the season too, so that kind of sucks. Pride has clinched the playoff spot and likely the division in short order. Just Falcons already fucking clinched the division. That was fast. Giants have already clinched the division. And it looks like the Seahawks are probably on their way to winning the division, but am I at least the home team? Because if I'm the home team, I'm wearing the silvers. Nope, I'm the road team. Oh boy. You boys ready to laugh? Let's do it. I got a bad feeling about this.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at...
I'm going to lose this game. I'm going to lose this fucking game. Kill me with fire.
The season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do.
Nobody finds the open linebacker like Francis.
Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take
Enjoy
my
it,
shot
brother.
at the end zone. Because the closer
Enjoy the
you
game,
get
AP.
to the end zone,
I'm
the
going to be
field
sitting
gets
here
condensed.
stressing the whole
Makes it
time
a
that
lot
I'm going
tougher
to lose
to
to the
run those
fucking
routes.
Bills.
You still got a chance to actually
Here
run
we
past
go.
people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Come on, let's go!
And they'll go on the ground. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself a chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Well, of course, you want to find the end zone, but, you know, you go on the road, you get 3 points. I think you take it.
Yeah, pretty good start to the day for them, don't you think? Right? You go out there, get the 3 points. Now, look, it's not going to silence this crowd, but it might take a little bit of steam out of them right off the top.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
If Vollers is able to carve me up the way he carved up the Ravens,
6'4" quarterback.
we're all done here.
It's pretty much
We're all
become the
done
norm
here.
when we see guys come
Yeah,
out before a
bad
game and go through the
feeling.
route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't
He
he?
really is, and it's not. That told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
No gain on the play there, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
26. Here we go now!
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was big.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth
This
down.
offense is cancer.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because,
here we go.
number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also,
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to dock my...
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now out come the Patriots. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with their second down call after that type of a game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable?
Come on, let's
Smart
go.
play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's go. Brad 38.
They'll look to throw here. And going over the middle here to Curley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They'll drop to throw. And able to find Curley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Brad 38.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty
AP,
well.
my team plays like shit, so I wouldn't stress that.
Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those.
This
those
isn't a
two elements
championship team
together
that I have
so they can
here.
make
It's a
some
talented
progress in
team,
this
but it's
one.
not a
Just a
championship
5-yard
team.
pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Good night, Eagle.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Brad 38.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Brad 38.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
Let's go.
Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the... He's got a man complete.
Fuck my life.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
319.
And they'll go on the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Let's go.
But they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's okay.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
I appreciate it.
Quarterback gets hit.
It's not
the
a very
Bills on
lit
3rd
stream
down.
anyway.
Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be
sucks.
3rd and 13. 2 minutes to
There's not
play
much
in
going
a
on.
tightly contested first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
What? 90.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go. And he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now back to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go! What? 9!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
39!
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Set! Blue 90!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now,
they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion to keep moving things.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now a handoff looking right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Let's go! Brad 38!
They go play action here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He spins free, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go! What? 90!
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs
Here
to
we
play
go.
with.
Red 38.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky
Let's
there.
go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
This game blows.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And just a short
I'm
game
here,
that
Lance.
time
I'm
as they're
here.
able to get him down. yards on the carry there.
I took my mic off for a bit because I wanted to close my eyes for a little while. It's annoying to try to sleep when with the stupid headset on, so I just took it off and I took a little 10-minute nap. And as I can see, I didn't miss anything because this game fucking blows.
Nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to float this one deep right side, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
I just want this to be over so I can go to bed. That's really all I want.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
If you guys would let me super sim, I literally would right now just so we can all go to bed. Because this game is just not entertaining
13 yards, picking up the
at
first.
all.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That should let me get into super zoom. Fast, jump forward, end of game. Okay. It's at least interesting now, so we'll watch the last 4 minutes. Because the last thing I want to do is miss like actual good stuff.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Ready? Come on!
Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how...
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New England, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
All right, there is a trade to put through, and then I will end the stream. So that's how that's going to work. This is a pretty sizable one, too. Need to find a backup running back now, but I'll deal with that later. But that just happened. So that's the end of the stream, guys. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. We'll see what people want to do. But I'm tired. Kind of bummed out that the hype is pretty low right now. So we'll see what we want to do. But I'll talk to you guys in Discord. Peace out. After I save this, of course, because saving is important. I'm a space case. Bye, guys.